Today I've got a few insanely good weapon XP methods in Modern Warfare 3 to max out your guns in under 30 minutes. You're definitely going to want to stick around for these if you need help in leveling up your guns fast. But if you find this useful, be sure to leave a like and check out my other Modern Warfare 3 weapon XP guides, camo guides. I've got a playlist for those via the card on screen, link in the description if your guide needs, and zombie guides as well if you need any of those. Without further ado though, let's get straight into this weapon XP guide. So I've got a few great methods in this video. Regardless of which one, I'd obviously recommend popping on a double weapon XP token to bump up the grind to make it even faster. You can get these from the campaign. You can get 3 hours of weapon XP from the campaign. You can get lots from the Season 6 Battle Pass. In Modern Warfare 3, you can get them from doing certain challenges in multiplayer or zombies. There's lots of different ways to get weapon XP tokens, so if you've got them, use them. If not, there'll be a double weapon XP weekend soon, so don't worry. But jumping right into the first method, we're going to talk about Ground War. So Ground War is an absolutely great mode. It's a rather large scale map, lots of enemies, and it may seem big and slow, but actually it is not at all. So there's lots of different things you can do. The first thing I'd recommend doing is popping on a munitions box field upgrade, because what this will do, you can pop it down, it will replenish your own ammo so you can get more kills easily, which is great. But as well as that, if you pop it down and then ping it, other friendlies will see that you've popped it down and they'll go to pick up ammo, especially if you put it somewhere where there's lots of people about, so near the spawn or somewhere like that. Lots of people will supply themselves with ammo, and that will give you a little bit of weapon XP along the way just from doing that, which is great. The next thing you can do is you can put yourself on a kill loop where you basically keep killing yourself over and over again, and then you just respawn on a teammate either with the person themselves or in their vehicle. That will give you a bit of XP because you're spawning with the teammate for you and them, which is good. And if you just keep doing this over and over every few seconds, it's boring, but it will get you a lot of XP. So that's nothing you can do, although like I say, it is a bit boring and repetitive, so if you don't want to, I completely understand. As well as this, the next thing you can do is drive a vehicle such as a tank, and this is good because the friendlies will spawn into that vehicle, which will give you weapon XP. So you can pop the tank somewhere useful, like near the center of the map or near one of the flags, because that way that's where people are going to want to spawn. They're going to want to cut out the effort of having to run across the map, so if you're there, they're going to spawn on you quite easily. So again, it's just a great way to get weapon XP. So they'll spawn on you, which is good, but also you can use the tank for other things. So you can use it to capture enemy flags. If the space is wide enough, you can literally drive straight in and sit in your tank while you're capturing, which is great. It will shelter you a bit from enemies, but you'll also gain weapon XP towards the weapon that you had before you got into the tank if you get kills with the tank's turret. So if you use that to get kills with the tank's turret, you're going to get weapon XP towards your weapon, funnily enough, which is great. And if you pair that with, capturing the flag, getting enemies to spawn in your vehicle, then that always going to really bump up the amount of XP you get for your weapon. The other thing I'd recommend doing is capturing the domination flags and getting capture and defender kills. So the dom flags will get you like 300 XP per flag, and they're constantly fought back and forth between both teams, so you'll get quite a lot of flags. When you spawn in, definitely first of all go for at least the 2 flags on your side, maybe the one in the middle if you can, and then from there onwards they'll keep getting captured, so then you capture it again, and just back and forth will get you lots of XP, which is great. And you'll get more XP if you get attacker and defender kills, so killing people that are on their flag or sitting on your flag and defending it from other enemies. That will get you more XP than just a standard kill, which is great again, and it helps you keep the objective, so really good. Now you can use the munitions box to get ammo and get teammates to use it if you want, but you could also use the ACS field upgrade, pop it on one of the dom flags, and that will help you capture it faster. That's what it does, which is great. It will passively do that without you having to actually be on the flag. And I'd recommend also putting decoy grenades for your tactical equipment so that you can throw those near enemies. That will get you decoy assist as well, and that will add up to a lot of extra XP at the end of the game, which is great. So this all will really add up fast. I'd also recommend though destroying enemy equipment, field upgrades and kill streaks with your weapons or with like tanks and stuff, just so that you can again get XP for that as well. So not just about kills, capturing the flags, spawning on people or getting people to spawn on you, destroying enemy equipment, field upgrades, kill streaks, all that stuff is going to get you tons of weapon XP really fast. So I highly recommend it. It's a great mode, don't miss out on it, and that's one of the best methods for leveling up your guns right now in Modern Warfare 3. The next method we're going to talk about is invasion. Now this has been overlooked in the past. It used to be really good in Modern Warfare 2, and then it kind of went downhill a bit and no one really used it, but I promise this is an absolutely great way of leveling up your guns really fast again in Modern Warfare 3. So what you want to do is, for your field upgrade, you can put on something like a munitions box just so you can resupply ammo, because you're going to need a lot of ammo, so make sure you have one on. Also recommend, if you are near any ammo reserves, that's like the 3 little bullet icons on the map, make sure you go and pick that up regularly just to replenish your ammo so you've got enough for what you're going to be doing in this mode. Like I say, keep topped up where possible as it runs out very quickly. You can also put on the scavenger perk if you want, or the scavenger gloves, so you can pick up ammo from dead players, that kind of thing. That will all help to get you more ammo. Then what you want to do basically is, when you spawn in, you want to kind of flank around the edge of the map and get either towards the center or kind of like the far end near the enemy spawn. Somewhere between there is great. I'll explain in a minute how exactly you know where to go, but you kind of want to get to that area. So flank around the edge, maybe with vehicles if there's some nearby. Just don't run down the center or you'll get killed quite easily. Once you're near or in the enemy spawns, you can, like I say, place a tack insertion if you don't want a munitions box, but otherwise munitions box is fine. Obviously that would allow you to respawn in the same place without having to trek across the map, but you'll need a lot of ammo as well, so maybe munitions box is more important, whatever you guys want, and it also depends if you've got it unlocked. Now once you're in that area, what you can do is you want to do three main things. So first of all, you're going to kill any actual enemy players you see, as they'll get you lots of XP. They're more difficult to kill than bots, but definitely do try and kill them if you can. The next you want to be doing is killing enemies that spawn in from helicopters. Quite frequently a helicopter will spawn in and some enemies will rappel down from the helicopter. There'll be quite a few at a time coming in, so worth looking out for those, and that will get you a bit of weapon XP, although it's a bit more difficult because like there's smoke that spawns so you can't see them properly. A lot of friendlies will probably be trying to go for these as well, and it could be a little bit annoying, but definitely worth going for if you see any AI bots coming in. But the other main thing, which is really good in this game compared to Modern Warfare 2, is that you actually get AI enemies kind of parachuting in from the sky really frequently. Like every 5 to 10 seconds there's going to be new AI enemies dropping in, and they get you between 90 and 100 XP each time, similar to like a normal enemy operator kill, just for killing these AI. So just keep farming that, do it over and over again, lots of kills, they'll keep dropping in, so it's really easy. I found this is easier on the resort map compared to the all off base map, but whatever one you do is fine. If you are on the resort map, I was just staying sort of on the center, like the highest point in the map, on the middle building, on the roof. You can literally just look up, there's lots of enemies parachuting in constantly, and it's a great way to get XP. Now if you're doing this, what I would recommend is obviously have ammo on, like I said, either by scavenger, munitions box, whatever it will be. Just make sure you've got some ammo. Make sure you put on an optic with a little bit of magnification, such as the aim op v4, something like that, just so you can zoom in a little bit easier and see the enemies better. You can also put on a few attachments to improve your recoil if you want, but it's not essential. And I would highly recommend putting on a larger ammo magazine if you can, just so you don't have to reload as often. And also, like I say, put on some decoy grenades just so you can chuck them around. If you see any enemy AI spawning in elsewhere, you can just chuck it at them to get a bit more assist, which will add to your weapon XP. So if you do those things, you're going to be easily able to see the enemies and shoot them down quite quickly. You want to be quite quick at killing them because you've only got a little while before they drop, and then obviously you can kill them when they're on the ground, but it's more difficult. So you want to kill them when they're in the sky parachuting down. And like I say, if you do this method, you can farm it really easy. You'll be leveling up your guns insanely fast. So definitely exploit these enemy AI coming from helicopters and parachutes in Invasion. It's an absolutely great mode. And then for the third main method, it's very similar tips to what we've mentioned, but just playing one of the other objective modes. So you can play Domination or Hardpoint, which is good. Capture the Domination flag or Hardpoint. They are absolutely great. They'll get you lots of XP for capturing it, but also getting attacker and defender kills will get you a lot of XP as well. Using your decoy grenades, all that stuff, as we said before, is great for Domination. But the other good mode is Kill Confirmed. Now this is better for weapons that you struggle a bit more with, because the confirmed tag will get you a lot of XP by itself without even having to get a kill. So just basically mop up any kill confirmed tags you see on the map, and if you like want to do it with a more difficult weapon, you could get the kill with your primary and then like swap to the other weapon, whether that's a melee weapon or launcher or whatever it is, just to get XP on that passively. That's a good way to do it. But Kill Confirmed is absolutely great, so keep picking up the tags, get the kills with that weapon as fast as you can, and honestly that is one of the best modes in the game right now. So those are some absolutely fantastic weapon XP methods in the game right now to level up your guns insanely fast in half an hour or less in Modern Warfare 3. Hope you guys found this helpful. If you did, be sure to leave a like and check out my other Modern Warfare 3 weapon XP guides. I've also got camo guides playlist if you guys need help with any of the camo challenges for the grind, and I've also got zombie guides as well. So check them all out if you need, and make sure to subscribe if you find these kind of guides helpful to stay up to date with all my latest Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone videos. I've got tons of guides coming throughout the year, so you're going to want to stay tuned to be on top of the latest and best methods to speed up your grind. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.